Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yep. I'm right with you, Aloy. Alright, well, let's get Sunfall. And like all the cities, a little bit chuggy. Oh, and like all the cities, there are quests. I'm sorry, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to go finish the game.
I said I would miss Sunfall, I'd be lying.
The Sun Ring. The proud tradition of Carja.
It's no necklace in Meridian. At least, not anymore.
Give them time.
Not anymore.
I'm sure they miss it. Now we
Hey,
get
guys.
to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
Just ignore me, please. Thank you.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the net?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room.
Okay,
Not
sounds
going
good.
to make any shards by standing out here.
My family is starving.
Oh, they're looking for
I'll
mercenaries.
take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
Yes, yes, good. Cover your face so they don't know it's you.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
Poor kid.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the Sun Ring from on high.
But the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Poor kid.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. From here. It's down to there. Down over yonder.
If you're gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
I don't like heights.
I'm not a big fan of heights either. They're not letting me jump off here. All right.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Yeah, you've already said that. I'm gonna get down there. Gotcha. Oh, over there. Okay. I see the chalk. And the handy empty space, I guess you'd call it. Oh, yeah. Bloop, bleep, bleep, bleep. Boing. Buddy. Whoop. No, no. Aloy. Okay, now we go down. Now that we've got a hold of the
Other
chalk.
side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Found one.
I say you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
I got my focus.
No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence.
I'm not the one
I'll
whining.
ask you along for the ride.
Let's do this. I'm fully committed.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
They can tell it's me even with the mask on.
Profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Stovak here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
Get me through this door!
Yes.
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure.
It's been a while.
Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. Too bad now,
Oh, they know I'm here.
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Oh,
Yes,
are you
fine.
here too?
Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Oh, yes. Let us check all the things. Check all the nooks and the crannies. There's no going back, but we can head back real quick and check for any tricorders that got left around. Nope. Okay.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Yeah.
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures.
Attempting to repair. Yes. All right. Another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Pavlovich is another example of Reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. So we've already requested we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well-behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond.
So, what was this room?
This was reception.
Perhaps. Have a look around.
Let's get another one. We need support too. Maybe this was the first one. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sorts of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. Oh, I feel you. At minimum, we need human translators. The Langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these emails. Oh yes, we get answers here today. Here we go. Getting getting us some answers.
Please
Oh.
take a seat and wait for your name to be called.
Which seat do you want?
A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
They're kind of moldy.
Smaller room.
Oh, here we go.
Proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message.
Okay, soundproofing. From lounge staff to admin, soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Oh, snap. VR room 1, you say, huh? Something scary going on? Something freaky in here? Alright, let's check it. Restock or else? For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because they're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond at this time. No tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Somebody in reception is getting to the end of their everything. They are freaking out. All right, come on, give me the thing. I appreciate that you are stalactite, but don't be so uptight.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Ooh, we get a cutscene.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That makes sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
And that is why the General wanted to leave a message to the future.
Kestrels.
Accepting.
They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Accepting his part in destruction of mankind. Not asking for absolution, but just requesting that people understand. Oh, I can't shoot from out here. It won't let me. Snap. Okay, we're gonna go this way. And that's why all the secrecy, and all the crying, and all the herbal teas. Oh, hold on.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the problem.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. That kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, alright?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Yep, he'll need to be sedated.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo.
Oh, wow, it's real deep right there.
Thank me for not resisting.
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
What is left? Let's find out. Counselor Guidelines. Oh, yep. Bad news. Yep, good. Okay. Counselor Guidelines 1. For debriefing after Presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they've received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addenda C1, C2, C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Well, she was ready for it. Ready to hear the worst possible news. Just the worst.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Oh, it matters. Alright, let's listen to that other one. This one? Nope, not that one. Ron Fielder? Gene.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious.
Oh, no, we've listened to that one. Good, good. Suzanne Alpert.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
No, alright, listen to that one.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
No, okay, so it must be this one. Yep, Tom Plech.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life produced a bloody biofuel.
Language.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
Language.
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please. You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Well, that interview didn't go very well, but about as well as you'd expect. Honestly.
Want to discuss?
Oof. So, Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Oh no.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines? I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since... Would
you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all.
Oh, Hephaestus.
And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes, by a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
And Hephaestus, taking over Cyan. I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Maybe they do. Make your selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You will be assigned a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium, sealed habitat, to live out the remainder of your natural lives. 2. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who do not wish to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. 3. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received, understandably, calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you're ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Things were very dire, and they only wanted people who were serious to join in. Counselor Guidelines 2. For debriefing after Presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that, while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles, G01 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It's important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision data corrupt. Well, at least they were giving people the option. What did you choose, Fred?
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. I think it's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom.
That's true.
I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert.
Yeah.
If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
She learned the wrong lesson from her first experience.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Uh-oh.
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
What are these, and why are they purple? Stranded shackles. This mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. Shackles made from an unknown smooth material. Huh. People responding in all sorts of different ways to the end of the world. And we thought 2020 was bad.
Intruder! Get her!
Uh-oh.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, crud. Nope. Oh, nope. Hold on. I thought they were downstairs. They were not. in fact, actually downstairs. Oh, I can't scan through the walls. Shocking. Okay. Ah, right. I have very few of these, but you've earned them. Oh, those are sticky. Hold on. I'm gonna have to rush them, aren't I? Well, let's just soften them up just a little bit. Oh, I can go this way.
Handy.
Show no weakness.
That's just gonna sit there. Good, good. All right, fine. I'm over here, buddy. I will not flee before the sun, thank you. I'm gonna use this. Thank you. I appreciate your efforts. Inventory is full. Fine. Let's listen to this. Christina Way. Oh, nope. Oh, we lost it. Fine. Go back and listen. Data points.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now? And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Understanding why she's here.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am. That ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too. Just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Yeah, lots of different responses to the end of the world.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative?
Need to find the right configuration.
Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally.
Up, left, down, right.
When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on
I should
offer.
check the door nearby.
I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Oh. There's a thing. Emitter. A key component of 21st century military hololock. Yes, I gotta get up there.
Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Hey, could somebody have just gotten it before you all died? That would have been very efficient. Fine. Now I've got to go up there. Get across. Okay. Nope, going back up. Whoa! Oh, nope. Yeah, how do I get up there? Oh, maybe I gotta go this way. Trixie, Trixie. Nope, door's still locked. Okay. Oh, this one got unlocked. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Alright, just got too focused on unlocking all the things. Slide. Grab the hollow emitter. No, no hollow emitter. Just here. Oh, no. Let's go. More climbing. Good climbing this time. Not the bad climbing that we've been doing. There's the hollow emitter.
Looks intact.
Now we can fall down and install. Perfect.
That should do the trick. Now
Okay.
Let's get that door open.
Up, left, down, right, up. Up, left. Down. Right, up. Up, left, down, right, up. Do I need to, like, manually just twist this and then twist it back? No. Up, left, down, right, up. Oh, I see. This whole display is upside down because the faro is supposed to be on the top. Yeah, okay. So it's supposed to be down, left, up, right, down. Down, left, up, Right. Down. There we go.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yes. Should I take one of these? Just in case. I mean, I don't think they could have made it through the doors because they're locked, but maybe they found an alternate. Oh, there's a guy. Good thing I got my fire starter.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Yes, yes. We're making hard contact here. Oh. Oh. They blocked it. Fine. Alright, fresh out of ammo. Let's go to this. Did I hit him? Oh. Hard contact. I need all your blaze, please. Ah, I blew it all up. I'm so sorry. Oh, you just dodged. Not a bullet, but oh man, good at dodging. That one. All right, we're just gonna go with the hard counter here. Yep. Hold on. Gonna find Gaia with one of these. In tow. Oh, crud.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots.
That's one of those
The
thingies.
last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine.
If Hephaestus was part of a system designed to save life, why would it use cyan to make a cauldron?
Yeah, seriously. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes, as the word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot. Indeed. It must be hard for them, looking off into the future, knowing they'll never actually see what becomes of it. Full steam ahead. Marga, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the last draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with an Aomid Akolo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
This is where the cauldrons were created. They all came from somewhere. The robots came from the cauldrons. The cauldrons came from here. Oh, come on. You're a jerk. Stupid game. Oh, that's where I just was. Okay. Okay, and that's where we fought. Resource box, good.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But more Eclipse.
Careful now.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic.
Oof.
Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Hey, buddy.
That's the last of them. One once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Oh, lots of stuff left. Don't you worry. They just got in here. I'm assuming they came in with me.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
You're a curse. Okay, archive stack error, code lock exception 01, all data lost. Well, that's super unfortunate. Up we get. You didn't leave any tricorders around,
Save
did you?
these for the trail.
Oh, there's something.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris.
Yeah.
From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the?
Yep,
what?
yep.
Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal.
Very
so
much metal.
To Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay,
He likes his job too much.
If that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct? And how's it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
That's 2020 for you.
Why not Hades too?
That's what I'm thinking, but why? And what caused it?
Keep searching, and perhaps we'll find the answer.
Perhaps. But first, we have some notebook data points to read. These three, I think. Noise complaints, yes. From Travis Tate to Elizabeth Sobek, noise complaints. Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bash core? Anyone who says the old TT codes to bash core is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav didn't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazzle. Nuh-uh. Hey, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citrum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. I swear, on my mama's grave, and she was religious. No, that ain't bash core blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Or hey, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no bashcore, you'll see. Or hear, rather, in the screech that rends the air. And feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling, swallowing you up like you was Jonah strapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah! As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, they were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. This one, Hades Protocol. Tate here. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution. The guy's rather extreme executive authority, and if that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers. Sometimes her arms, too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll back at it tomorrow. Alligators. From Samantha Ibaji to Travis Tate. CC, Elizabeth Sobek. Archive abuse. Mr. Tate, this email concerns Apollo archive submission 00002386. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings re inappropriate materials, we chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me, then, to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved the future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just 1, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolani material has already been preserved. Extreme, perhaps, but art. 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, "I know it when I see it." Thanks to you, I can now apply a single adjective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it is obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, your assigned work. I have a word to save after all. So the rest of us do, anyway. Dr. Samania Abajani. Oh, things were getting exciting.
The only way onwards.
Even after the end of the world, when they were just trying to save it. What do we got? Oh, which one to push first? This? Let's go here.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No, Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts,
let us begin.
Let us begin.
Si vous êtes prêts. Alright, what did we just get? Data points. Patrick Brochard Klein to Elizabeth Sobek, cradle sealed. Aluthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang prophets could detect it. Piggyback from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Dunk. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Aluthia 2 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. BBK. From PBK to ES, Cradle Servitor Personnel. Development of the artificial personnel for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer, continues at a good place. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of persona, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning the entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer persona. I've also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother persona intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior, a parental argument, if you will. Amusing at first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just... From PPK to ES, FC chambers. The electrogenetic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation. Astonishing. I did not know that you had to give Far Zenith... what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryonologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved, nutritional delivery resolved, hormonal stability resolved, 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of EZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Cirrus doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. These poor scientists.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain.
Yep.
It was one of them?
You guessed.
There's only one way to be sure.
We gotta go back.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Up we get then. Let's go to Lisbeth's office. Lisbeth Sobek. None of those doors like to open very well. We'll go this way. And we'll grab this real quick.
That would benefit from antilopenate morphologies, though Campert forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek,
As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment?
Huh.
Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
no, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Oh. Miss Birch. That was lovely. Just the differentiation between Aloy and Elizabeth Sobek in her voice. There's an accent shift in there, and there's an age shift, and there's this whole upbringing shift that she portrays in there. That's beautiful. That's good.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if... What if it was all for nothing?
What if you were wrong?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Ready to flip the switch. To turn it all into automated mode. But she's not ready. What if all of this was for nothing?
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
So there's a hardwire to turn it off. Did anybody else ever find that? Let's get in here. Oh, gotta grab the things.
No space.
Ah, crud. Odyssey has failed. What? From Elizabeth Sobek to all alphas. Subject, Odyssey has failed. All. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. So there was a alternate plan. The Far Zenith Corporation, Artemis status, From Charles Ronson to Elizabeth Sobek, Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere, microorganisms and instincts, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that'll have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough at Myanmar. The samples were lost. Well, they're irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but now, not now. Not like this. Not on our watch. Ronson. Oh.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Grab it.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth.
Language.
It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable.
Now we must fight.
Valuable.
No. Good. No, I don't like it.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
I don't think I like him. I don't think I liked him.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had
took my stuff,
survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I.
I'm kind of in a hurry.
Now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain,
give him sass.
I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be.
I love that the symbol in his chest is a power sign.
And preordained.
Yeah. Well, these are all true.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design.
He'll probably accept that, though.
With Hades yanking the strings, a pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oh, crud.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Yeah.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible.
Yeah, because horses are so hard to find.
You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
He just destroyed my focus. I don't like him.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Well, I think we're going to have to stop this episode right here. Things are about to get more exciting, and there won't be another stopping point anytime soon. So thank you all for joining me on this journey. Thanks for joining me here in the backlog.
Rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break.
Yeah, Zero Dawn.
When it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Corruptors!
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause?
And they're gonna corrupt the Trampler. Lovely.
To consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadows. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die.
Oh, snap.
Let her be the first of thousands.
Oh, snap.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. And my weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use strength against it.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Over here. Over here.
That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Hey, buddy.
Getting ready to charge.
Oh, I forgot to roll.
Take a behemoth's charge either.
Oh, healing up. Hey, you, over here. Ugly. Ugly. Oh, wow. Nope, not what I wanted you to do. Can you charge, please? Thank you. Come on, give me my stuff. I don't have my focus, but I'll take my stuff, please. Yes. Now let's dance.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Those components
I don't like...
its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
Oh, crud, too high. Oh,
that canister
just
on
try to
belly.
flick it. Yeah, I know all about it, Aloy. There we go. Oh, crud, I don't have my focus, so I don't know how much damage I'm doing here. That's how much damage I'm doing, not much. Okay. Oh, and he's leaving stuff everywhere. Okay. Ah. Nope. Oh, crud. Oh, hi. Hi, friend. Bye. Bye, friend. Ow. Yep, they like that. Get it? Ah, man. There we go. That was a good hit. Not too high. Oh, no. Good thing I've filled up on meds. What's number 4? Oh, I don't hardly have any number 4.
Gotta check the machine. They might have...
Come on. There you go. Oh, wow, he does not care. All right, what about fire? Nope. Oh, he missed. You are bad at aiming. And I want you to run into things, please. Please run into things. Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. Let's head back this way, please. Alright, I'm gonna go back to just kind of damaging attacks. Oh, no! I don't like that very much. Come on. Finish him up. Oh, got him down. No chance I can just... Ow. Oh, he's on fire. There we go. Quick. Loot him. Oh, he's gone. Oh, they didn't like that. Now they'll bring back the corruptors. I just know it.
Silence!
I'll be the first to fall, shall I?
Shadows, kill her.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to change weapons real quick.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Silence! And friend. Oh no. A summoner. A lure trap. Ha 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 ha. Take him down, take him out. Why did he yell traitor? Was silence working for him?
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Maybe.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Oh my.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Okay, I know the answers to both of those. I think those are relatively apparent.
I'll be on my way.
Let's move along then.
To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Norse Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
Oh, nice.
You think of everything, don't you?
Shadow Carja armor.
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
Well, it's kind of your thing.
For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
Thanks for joining me here on the backlog.
Yeah!